Alright, this is March 13th's Game 3 versus the Firecrackers, and I'm going to be covering Plunger hats replay specifically. So first thing we're going to do is take a look at ball chasing, and we're going to just go over real quick some of the stats, see if you're meeting your boost pad minimums or averages, and just see how you're picking things up. So small pads 43, pretty good, looking for that 50 average, but you did get quite a bit of big pads. Looks like you did pretty good, and you stole 4 big pads, so that's pretty good. Next thing I want to look at is time you spent with 0 boost, which is crazy high. You guys actually all spent a ton of time with 0 boost, which probably means that you're kind of panicking and not getting good rotations. Definitely want to be at least having a couple pads worth of boost all the time. We're going to get the boost heat maps real quick. Oh yeah, so I really like to see this plunger. This shows me that you're actually rotating out and grabbing these pads, making a hopefully at least a 24 boost defensive save when you can. So that's pretty good. It looks like you're rotating back post like we talked about. Okay, next we're just going to look at positioning real quick. And one thing to note here is you guys spent a lot of time on defense, almost the entire time on defense, with you having, you know, almost 80% of your time in your half. So looks like you guys are having trouble clearing the ball, or maybe keeping possession when you guys were able to make it clear. So that's something we're going to try to identify when we watch the replay here. So let's get into the gameplay. Yeah, so what I'm going to be looking for is just those clean back post rotations where you're picking up pads like we talked about, and staying out of the way of your teammate. And also just kind of giving your teammates space on offense where you're not crowding them and you're playing the last man position correctly. Alright, let's get things started. Nice shot attempt. Okay, so right here, you're clearing out under the ball. Really like to see you clear out away from the ball. Back over towards the corner here, grabbing pads and using the boost lane to retreat. Nice pass and good goal, though. Okay, so right here, you're about to get a ball hit over your head because you didn't rotate back post. This would have been a perfect time to grab these 2 pads and make a back post rotation. Instead, you're 0 boost and unable to do anything here. So right there, when you get caught in that position where you need to turn around, just go ahead and grab those other pads and then return to back post. Okay, so right here you have both teammates in the corner, and this is definitely your ball. But try not to rush it, because you can see you've got no one pushing you. You've got plenty of space and time. So no reason not to get a solid clear here, maybe a control play to get out. Yeah, probably a little greedy there to look for the upfield pass. Probably should just focus on getting back post as quick as you can. Alright, so right here, you're pulling up on young Dylan. Give him space, just stay back post. There's a chance you guys aren't going to have possession here. If this guy could possibly boom it back towards you guys for a shot on net. So make sure you're not leaving back post until you for sure have possession or you have been relieved. Good luck. Yeah, good job trying to keep possession here. You tried to do what you had. You had low boost and not bad. So something like this, you're 0 boost right now, and Geeky's already on the wall for it. Young Dylan also shouldn't be on the wall. He should be waiting back post. But you should just not even go for this, because probably best case scenario, you're going to hit it into the roof straight down in front of your net. Just let Geeky go for it and maybe go grab that corner boost if it stays up, or grab 3 pads and then get back post. Oof. Oh yeah, so definitely right there you want to be taking that ball. I know they're both there, so you're probably a little worried, but both of them are heading away. You hesitate, and then go for it after, and this guy's able to make a turn and beat you to the ball. Good job going back post after that, though, and good job holding off on hitting that into your own net. Okay, right there, again, you're returning ball side. No reason not to go for a bump here. Had you gone for a bump here, you set up a perfect pass to your teammates. All you got to do is clear out Justin, and this is a wide open net. Instead, you end up interfering with your teammates and getting bumped because you're returning ball side. Good beat. Probably a little greedy to be looking for the upfield pass at this point. Good to think about it, though. Good to think about it for sure. Okay, right here, you might have had to touch it when you did. But you do have a free ball here. And so, don't rush it too much. You have quite a bit of boost at this point, too. You end up getting it around 1 and 2. See, now this is again the situation where you want to look for a bump. What happened right here is you got it past 2 of the opponents. And instead of letting your teammate shoot this ball and getting a bump, you 50'd your own teammate and stole the ball from him. Actually setting up another good pass. But that initial pass was really good. So make sure, so right here, your last man coming in. Right here. You got to be 100% sure you're going to get a 50 on this. It looks sketchy, but you got it. But be very careful because you're last man in that situation. So, this situation where you come back, and you see how you stayed on this boost pad line, and you didn't return on the back wall in front of your teammates? You allowed both your teammates to be in good position to play the ball because you had a good back post rotation here. A little bit too wide. You should have just grabbed this pad and then got back post. But, because the corner was not up. But overall, good back post rotation, and you end up getting a nice 50 out of it. Don't be afraid to catch the ball when you can when it's bouncing. Young Dylan's given a little too much space here. You need to give him space, though, because he is kind of slow to go. Okay, so right here you got to be really careful. This is a last man challenge. You should be shadow defending and watching net, buying time for your team. If you lost this 50 into net, no one can help you. Luckily, he can't hit it. Okay, make sure you're picking up those pads on the return. Probably pretty low boost at this point. Good. So right here, don't rush this. You have absolutely no one on you. You could even let it roll all the way down and pick up that side boost. No reason to just flip it out randomly. Maybe you thought you were going to hit Dylan, but he's not really in a much better position than you to shoot. And Geeky's still in the process of getting boost. Also, don't be afraid to ask your teammates where you're at. Ask, do I have anyone mid? Do I have anyone mid? And if you don't have anyone mid, then just stay with the ball. Let's watch it one more time. You see how, everyone's leaving you alone here with the ball. You had all the time in the world. Good try from Young Dylan to hit it anyways. Replay review for Geeky, but he needs to be really careful because Young Dylan has no choice but to be there after he hits and follows that ball. Let's see if you come back right. Yeah, you probably should have just waited back post here, and this is an easy ball for you to clear. Coming from here at back post, this is an easy clear to go up and get that and not make young Dylan play something off the ball. So right here, you're in the middle of the net, and you're going to have another tough save because the ball's up over you. You end up getting to it, but it would have been much easier if you're just back post parallel to the back wall. Be careful here. You see that you've already got one member on that side of the field, and you have another member on that side of the field. You could probably guess that Geeky's going to push up here, and you should probably be looking for something off the backboard or across. Had you been on this side of the field, you definitely could have stolen a 50 at this point, and right now you and Dylan are essentially serving the same purpose, and neither of you is in a great position here to win the ball. Nice, those pads really helped you out there. Okay, we're going to skip forward a little. Okay, right here, you're going for this side boost instead of staying in the boost lane, and you take yourself so far out of the play. I'll watch it again from a little sooner here. So right here, as you clear through, right now you should be coming straight down middle, grabbing these pads. Instead, the ball just rolls right in because you went for that side boost, and there's just no way you can make it in time after taking yourself all the way out of the play. Okay, so right here, you're going to turn up field and cut Geeky. You should be able to see that Geeky's coming in supersonic. So the play here as the kickoff man, if you get this side boost and you want to go for this, turn up the wall and go in to their corner immediately and look for the pass. If you turn back like you just did, you're signaling to your teammate, Geeky, that you're going back. So that's what he expects, and that's why he's pushing in here. So part of rotation is also being clear in your rotation so your teammates know what you're doing. Yeah, you're pretty close here. Both teammates are in corner, so you're in a pretty shifty situation here. Nice. Yeah, so like right there, you don't need to be there, you know, essentially assisting Geeky in shooting. Alright, so right there, this is a situation where you can see Geeky Tom is last man, and Dylan had a really bad touch or whiff, I didn't see which. You should definitely not go for this side boost. You're taking yourself incredibly far out of the play. Normally you could go for the side boost had they've been able to buy some time. This is just a really terrible situation, and you only have 3 seconds. So if you just gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 pads and been back, you'd have 48 boost and be back post with plenty of time. Instead, Geeky loses his 50 and you guys get scored on and go into OT. So that's about it for the replay. So, I mean, same thing is just, you know, making those back post rotations. And real quick, I'm going to show you what I mean by being parallel to the back wall. I know I quickly did a video before about this, but just real quick, I'm going to cover it again just so you can see what I mean. So what I mean when you rotate back post is to be in this position here, parallel to the back wall, where something gets shot on net, you're jumping up and out at it, rather than if you're in this position and something shot on net, you're in a much tougher position. This position isn't terrible, but you want to be back further. You'd want to be like here, because you have to be able to cover the corner behind you. And even if you just test a few of the times how you lined up like this and try to get to one of the corners as quick as you can, that corner is not terribly hard. But if you try to go back to the other corner, it's difficult. It's not an easy save by any means. So definitely want to be back post. It's going to give you the best chance to make these saves, and you're going to be able to push them out further and keep control of the ball. Alright, that's it, Plunger. Good games and good luck in the future.